I just got here and it's time to talk about the best anime series of fall 2024 anime season. And this season, like I said in my previous video, when the season was just starting, going through the entire thing, it's stacked. Like, it's insane how many series we have here, sequels, new ones, and even some leftovers. But we're gonna focus this video, gonna be split into two major parts. Gonna start with sequels, then gonna go into a new series, and then a third part with bonus series that didn't quite make the cut, so to say, but still worth checking out for various reasons. But before we get into it, I just have to say, firstly, these are just the series that I personally recommend, enjoy, fitting my taste. So if a series that you enjoy is not here, it's just for one reason: it sucks and you should drop it. No, I'm joking, but you guys know me, I don't enjoy romance, slice of life series. I saw there's quite a few of them that people are loving this season, so if a series like that is not here, just know it's just not my cup of tea. Maybe except with one that kind of stood out for a lot of reasons. In general, is gonna be here. Maybe you guys already know it. But I'm curious what you guys enjoyed from this season, which series should I have put here, and it's gonna be quite a few of them. You guys gonna have timestamps in the description below. Also, very slight spoilers, just the trailer showed and going a bit over surface level things. I just want you guys to know I'm not gonna spoil anything majorly with the series or anything along those lines. So let's get into it and talk best fall 2024 series. To start us off with sequels, the first one has to be Re:Zero Season 3. And the way this season started, we basically got a movie premiere, 90 minutes, first episode is insane. And I really want to go into spoilers. I'm also covering it week to week in videos, but I'm not going to touch any spoilers this recommendation short here. If you haven't gotten into Re:Zero, I don't know what you're doing. It's one of the best series in general, and also one of the best isekai anime in general, but it's insane how good season 3 has been, and it seems like the insanity is escalating so much. I don't know what's going to happen here. So many things, so many moving plot points, characters, reveals, new questions, and it looks so good, and it hits in the emotion and the character driven arcs a lot, especially some of the characters from season 2. I know a lot of people didn't really like season 2, which is totally fine. For me, was really good. I love season 2 also, but this one feels a bit more like season 1, similarly with some things, and also escalating a lot of the insanity, like I said. So season 3 is shaping out to be insane, and I know I keep repeating that it's very hard to talk without spoilers about Re:Zero, because spoilers are the things that make it so good. Character moments, fights, also the action is really good here. What's happening, the animation is great, and having that movie premiere for something like Re:Zero, I wish more series would do something like that, especially one similar to Re:Zero, where it's very character focused, a lot of plot points. You need time to build up those things, and having something like this does the series a big service. So highly recommend season 3 or Re:Zero in general if you haven't watched anything with it. Now, for the second sequel here, we have to talk about Bleach Core 3, or 1000 Year Blood Over Arc, The Conflict. And we're eating good. If you're a Bleach fan, you're eating really good. The extra scenes, the animation, the attention to detail we have gotten right now with this arc just makes me so happy as a Bleach fan, getting the respect the series deserves here. And thank you, Tide Kubo, for this amazing work and the animation, everybody behind it. It's awesome having Bleach kind of having this renaissance in a way, return to form, rebirth for the series. Ever since it has been back, every time I'm thinking to myself, there's no way the series is back, but I'm watching it and I love it so much. And of course, I'm also covering it in videos week to week. If you guys know me, I'm a big fan of Bleach in general, one of my all-time favorite series, same as ReZero, but with Bleach has a special place in my heart. I love the series so much, and it's awesome to see what they're doing with the anime here. All of the extra scenes that we're getting, recontextualizing a lot of the scenes, plot points, more attention to detail compared to the manga. This is Kubo's story, how he wanted to tell it to everybody, and we're getting, I have a feeling the anime is gonna be the definitive edition here, and all the short trailer we got giving hope for that remake. Who knows, maybe it could happen, but Core 3 has been really good here, and I'm for it so much, and can't wait for Core 4. So if you're a Bleach fan, we're feeling the love here. Let me know in the comments below if you've never gotten into Bleach. I highly recommend getting into it. This is the perfect time here, and make sure you watch the original series and skip the fillers, please. Now, the next one, we have it very early, so to say, for a sequel, Shangri-La Season 2. And if you like gaming-focused anime, you're probably gonna love this series, because it actually focuses on the gaming aspect. It's not just gaming elements. This is every time my description for the series, and I'm so happy to have Season 3 right now, and it seems it ramping up the bigger world of the Shangri-La Frontier game with the Colossi, the alliances, the betrayal, that everything that's going on, and also actually feels like you're watching somebody playing a proper game, focusing on the gaming aspects. And even more, if you're an MMORPG player, you're gonna relate to this series quite a lot. The comedies here, the characters are great, the shenanigans, the animations, the fights, and it hooks you a lot. And I'm so happy you have a series like this. Feels like so many series have game elements, but they barely use them, or just tacked on. But this one, actual a game in the form of an anime. No death stakes, you don't die if you log off. That's not a slight to SEO, I'm an SEO enjoyer, I think it's overhated, but this is just to show how this series is, Shangri-La Frontier, and if you're a gamer, you're probably gonna like it even more. So I'm happy you're getting more with Shangri-La Frontier. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend. Season 1 was in my last year best anime top 10. Make sure to check that video out. Next, we have Season 5 of Danmachi, or Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Say that 3 times fast. But after the amazing Season 4 that we had, it hit hard what happened in Season 4 quite a lot. My favorite season from the series, and I think a lot of people are sleeping in general of Danmachi, or dismiss it, mainly thanks to the title, which I am also guilty myself. I did it back with Season 1, but after I picked it, I love it quite a lot. I like the world, the characters, really hot girls, but I'm a fan of mythology. Maybe you figured it out by my name here. But Season 5 starts out slow and different in a way. It's kind of like an aftermath of bit of Season 4, but there are some very interesting twists, let me put it that way. In that ending scene, damn, they went hard on that. They know they're fans. But Season 5 is looking like it's gonna be one of the best of the series, and I've seen a lot of light novel readers hyping this one up, and I'm enjoying it quite a lot so far. So if you haven't tried Danmachi at all, I highly recommend getting into this series. All of them are great, the seasons, but for me, Season 4 has been the best so far, and Season 5 is looking to be really up there, and everything that's happening with the characters, the series. I like the mythology, the world, and I want to say some spoiler things. I'm struggling so much with this one. After what happened, you probably saw it all over social media and so on, but I'm not gonna go into spoilers. But let me know in the comments below, what are your best girls from Danmachi. Next, we have Dragon Ball Daima. Kind of a love letter to fans of Dragon Ball in general, and the last project that Akira Toriyama worked on. And the series is simply amazing. How it looks, the animation, the characters, and the callback to some scenes. It happens right after the Boo arc. It's kind of like a gap between DBZ and Super, kind of feeling in that thing. And doing a better GT version for it. They're turned into kids again. Personally, I'm also not the biggest fan of them being a kids, I have to be honest with this one, but I'm still enjoying the universe and the characters, and I'm interested to see where it goes with this one. I much more prefer Super. I like the fights and so on with everything, the universe here. But this one here is also interesting because it develops a bit the world, or things that we didn't know about the universe of Dragon Ball here, expanding that aspect a bit more, and I'm liking it. And I feel like it's especially made to get more people into the DBZ universe, kids especially, but that's not to say it doesn't have adult things that you could enjoy into this one. And love the comedy and seeing all of the characters being kids again. Has some really fun moments here, and seems like hopefully this leads to a full-on remaking. Imagine Dragon Ball Z in the Daima style would be oof, chef's kiss here. So if you are new, I would be surprised if you never heard of Dragon Ball. I highly recommend Daima here. It's gonna be an awesome watch, especially if you're a Dragon Ball fan in general. It's speaking to you into that aspect. So let me know what you guys think of Dragon Ball Daima. Now, for new series, we have the first one and probably the most popular one, very well deserved, Dan Da Dan. I went into it blind. I was curious what's happening. I was like, what the fuck is happening with this series? I'm still confused, but I'm enjoying every moment of it. It's like insanity dialed up to 11, but also in amazing quality. What Science Saru has done with this series, the animation, the music, it's impeccable how well it looks. It's one of the biggest points for it, but also interesting characters and probably the hottest grandma in anime, or at least in recent anime here with Seiko, and the dynamic between the two main characters, Okarun and Momo. It's so cute, all of the shenanigans, the bickering, the relationship shaping out to be quite interesting here. And I'm having a lot of fun with the series. There's some serious themes into it at some point. It might feel like just comedy, but it's also very serious if you look deeper into some of the things that are happening with it. But the opening, it's really catchy. The insert songs into it, I can't praise it enough on that aspect. But I can speak later on into the series. I haven't read the manga. I'm also really hoping it's gonna get a bit more plot heavy at some point, focusing on a bigger aspects of it. Maybe that's my expectation and so on. I'm still gonna stay blind. I'm not gonna go into the manga. I'm having way too much fun with the anime, and I prefer anime in general. But if you have read the manga, what do you think so far of the adaptation of Dan Dan Dan? And if you're new, I'm even more curious. What do you feel of the series so far? And if you're curious to my reactions and review of the series, I'm also covering it in videos week to week, so make sure you check those out. And of course, Dan Dan Dan, the series is really good. Now, I feel like every season has one of these types of anime, the edgy show, where you have a character in a series that is very edgy, and in this case we have the most notorious stalker runs the world's greatest clan. And if you enjoy that type of thing, this is the series for you. I think I found the edgiest anime in this season, and I enjoy them. Give them to me. Last one that was really edgy was Ragna Crimson. If you haven't watched Ragna Crimson, I highly recommend that one also. But this one, I like it a lot because, like I said, I enjoy edgy type shows, isekais, power fantasy, and so on in between. And it also has a really hot girl, Alma. Like, white hair, dark skin, you got me. You won me over here. And she seems to be I'm not gonna go into spoilers, just try the most notorious stalker if you enjoy that type of series here. Our character is underpowered but also overpowered at the same time, and willing to do anything and everything to get what he wants. But I'm curious if you guys enjoy edgy shows. Let me know in the comments below. Now, this one feels like bullshit made into art, and I enjoy that type of show. Trillion game. It reminds me quite a lot of The Fable. If you haven't watched The Fable from last season, highly recommended. Combined with Kaiji Ultimate Survivor, I highly recommend Kaiji also, especially if you enjoyed Squid Game. Now, Trillion Game is from the creator of Dr. Stone. That one has some bullshit also into it. Bullshit in a good way, like just going with the flow. But Trillion Game, we have two characters. Quite opposites, which is the theme of the show. Our nerdy character good at computers, kind of the technical side. Then we have the bullshit artist that drives a lot of the things forward, but he sucks at the technology side. And a very hot queen type character, but mainly focused on them trying to get a lot of money, like a lot of money, getting to the corporate world and conquering it for their own selfish reasons. But the way they do it, it's so funny, and I like this type of mind games, planning, backstabbing, betraying, winning, cheating, and so on, between a lot of characters and agendas and third parties, fifth parties, them trying to get this and how they're gonna do it, because we see it a bit in flashbacks. They actually do it, and they also show how they do it, and I'm really having a lot of fun with Trillion Game. But what I saw, some people don't like the art style, and honestly I don't know why. The art style is perfectly fine for me. It's not gonna be your Sakuga anime, it's not really about fights and things like that, and I don't think it needs the dan type of style animation here. This is very focused on characters, dialogue, and plot heavy. Also a lot of bullshit. So I don't know. Let me know, what do you guys feel about the art style? Do you hate it? Do you like it? It doesn't bother you? For me, it's no issue. I highly enjoy Trillion Game, and make sure you check out the other series, The Fable and Kaiji, and of course Dr. Stone if you haven't gotten into Dr. Stone. Now we are at my favorite new series from this season, Orb on the Movement of the Earth. Series like this hit me quite hard when they're very focused on deeper characters, plot with an interesting setting, dynamic, and it reminds me quite a lot of Vinland Saga, one of my all-time favorite series. Now this is looking like it's going to be a full adaptation because the manga has ended. This was the first time I heard of this series, and I don't think a lot of people are watching it, and please check out Orb on the Movements of the Earth. It's a very interesting concept, historical anime with what they're doing here. Very related to real life and what happened in our history. Does the Earth revolve around the sun, or does everything revolve around the Earth? I'm not gonna go into spoilers. I'm not even gonna describe the characters. I think this is much better experience blind going into it and seeing it for yourself. But I highly recommend trying 3 episodes, not just one episode for this one. It feels like the first 3 are more like a prologue for the series and focusing on the idea, so to say, what in this setting here, and it hooked me because I was watching the episodes. I think I started when they had like 4 episodes of the series. I started as like, oh damn, this episode ended. Wait, episode 2 ended. Did I? Well, what? Episode 3 and like, why are the episodes 5 minutes? Like, for me, when a series is really good, I don't realize when the episodes are done, and I'm like, I was skimming through it. Did I miss anything? That didn't feel like 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, so this series really good. At least I like this series quite a lot. So if you haven't tried Orb on the Movements of the Earth, I highly recommend it. Now we have some bonus series which I'm gonna speedrun a bit through them. The first one that is probably gonna be anime of the year, Uzumaki. Man, what happened with Uzumaki is a tragedy to say the least. But speaking of bad animation, we have to go with Blue Lock, which PowerPoint would be an improvement if they used PowerPoint to animate this series. Unfortunately, I still enjoy it, but damn, the animation sucks ass. Arifureta, if you enjoy Power Fantasy Isekai series, Arifureta with Season 3 is for you. And you guys know me, I enjoy my Isekai Power Fantasy. Demolord 2099. Interesting things having a Demolord going into a cyberpunk world, and I'm not gonna say more than that. Try it out for yourself. This one, I'm kind of torn into it. The Blue Wolves of Mibu. I like historical anime, but I'm not yet sure with this one. Maybe later on with episodes. If you guys read the manga, let me know what you think of this one. Then a sequel with Blue Exorcist, Beyond the Snow Saga, which seems to be focused on one of my favorite characters in the series, Shura, and she's really damn hot. But I'm also really curious about her history. So yeah, Blue Exorcist is back. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My recommendations from this season. I'm really curious if you guys have tried this series. Yes, why, no, why also, and what other series do you think people should check out? Post them in the comments below. And what series do you think I should have put in the video, and why you hate me because I didn't mention it, or what series do you see here and you think it's trash? This is gonna be a fun conversation. I do hope to have more people engaging with the videos, the conversations, the comments, and everything so on. So make sure you like, subscribe, and also comment. I love reading comments from people on the video. So let me know what you guys are thinking of this season, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and I do hope to see you on the next video. So keep enjoying anime. We're very close to the end of the year, which means I have to start thinking of my top 10 videos. If you guys don't know, I do this yearly. I do my top 10 best of that year, an year in review. Make sure to check out the previous years. Those videos take a lot of work, and also doing those lists sometimes drives me insane because I have some rules for them, and it's hard to stick with them. So anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying anime. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.